I never thought a joke could ruin everything. Not the way it did that night. I was scrolling through my phone in the living room, nursing a beer, when I sent a message to my wife, Sarah. If you ever kiss Josh, I swear I'll haunt you in the afterlife. I laughed at my own stupidity, imagining her rolling her eyes. It was meant to be a joke, light teasing. But I didn't know that at that exact moment, Josh, her best friend since college, had walked into the room behind me. I turned and the air felt different. The warmth of our apartment seemed to freeze. Josh's eyes, were on me, wide and sharp. The joke had landed somewhere I hadn't intended. And before I could explain, Sarah appeared from the kitchen, smiling nervously, her hand brushing the counter like she was trying to steady herself. Funny, she said, but it didn't sound funny. It never did. From that night on, things felt off. It started subtly. Missed calls from her that she promised she'd return. Texts she claimed she didn't see. Her laughter sometimes felt rehearsed, like she was performing it for someone else. I blamed myself at first. Maybe I overreacted, I thought. Maybe I'm imagining it. But then I noticed the little things. Her phone lighting up across the room. Notifications disappearing before I could see them. The scent of someone else's cologne on her jacket, faint but there. And Josh, he became too frequent in her stories, too present, lingering in corners of her life that should have just been ours. I told myself I was paranoid. I really did. I convinced myself I was insecure, overthinking. But the feeling in my chest, the one that wouldn't go away, kept nagging, crawling under my skin every time she laughed at a text, every time she whispered Josh in passing. And then the accident happened. I was looking for the charger in her bag. She'd left it on the counter and I found it. Her phone unlocked, a screen full of messages from Josh. I didn't need to read much. The words leapt out. I can't stop thinking about you. I wish it were just us right now. Last night was incredible. My hands went numb. My chest tightened. The apartment felt smaller, like the walls were closing in. I sat on the couch, trembling, staring at the screen as if it were a nightmare I couldn't wake from. I felt every memory twist. The nights she kissed me goodnight. The mornings she whispered my name. Were they all lies? I confronted her that evening. She didn't deny it. Not at first. She stared at me wide-eyed and then finally let the words fall. I didn't mean for it to happen. It just did. I didn't know how to tell you. I wanted to scream, to shake her until the truth came out in every hidden corner of our home. But I couldn't. I just sat there numbly listening to her confession, feeling the life drain out of everything we had built together. She tried to explain about the loneliness she felt, about the comfort she found in Josh. But the words felt like shards in my chest. Every explanation made the betrayal deeper. I realized that the joke I made, that careless, stupid joke, had been the spark, not the cause. I had poked at something fragile and it shattered. The following weeks were a blur. I moved out for a while, stayed with a friend, avoided calls from both of them. Each memory haunted me. The way she'd smile at me in the mornings, the way Josh would joke in her presence. The small, seemingly insignificant moments now screamed lies. I had a choice: forgive or walk away. My love for her was real, raw, and aching. But so was my pride and my self-respect. One night, after sitting alone in the apartment we once shared, I made the decision. I sent her a message. I can't do this anymore. I hope you find what you're looking for. Goodbye. I left before she could respond. I didn't look back. It hurt and it still does. But leaving taught me something about myself I hadn't realized. Betrayal doesn't just take from you. It shows you your own boundaries, your own worth. I had loved her with everything I had, and she had returned it with deception. That's not weakness. It's clarity. Months later, I can walk past our old apartment without falling apart. The pain lingers like a bruise that hasn't fully healed, but I can breathe again. I've started to rebuild slowly, cautiously, with the knowledge that love is worth everything, just not when it comes with lies. And sometimes when I think back to that joke, I feel the weight of it. Not because it caused the betrayal, but because it revealed the truth I hadn't wanted to see. I made a joke about his best friend. He heard it. And in that moment, my life changed forever.